Hi and welcome. Let me tell you how to get the best results from the videos in this channel. These audio-narrated videos use our LingoWeave method. LingoWeave is designed to guide you towards Spanish fluency by blending English and Spanish in a gradual, natural way. Here's how to get the most out of it. Each story is narrated 6 times. The first narration is entirely in English. The goal here is to make sure you fully understand the plot and characters. This lays the foundation for the LingoWeave method to work its magic. Then the story will move to step 2. This is where we begin to weave in Spanish. You'll hear some Spanish words blended into the English narration. Pay attention to how these words stand out in context and become easy to understand. In step 3, more Spanish is introduced into the story. Notice how Spanish words and phrases become familiar. The story narration will then move to step 4. You'll notice the balance tipping towards more Spanish, but the flow of the story will still feel natural. By step 5, most of the story will be told in Spanish, with perhaps a few English words for context. The story will still follow the flow of English sentence structure to make it easier to comprehend. Step 6 is the final step. In this step, the story is told entirely in Spanish. By now, you'll find that many of the words, phrases, and grammar patterns feel more familiar. Use the subtitles in the video as a guide to reinforce what you hear. Right-click on the video and select Loop. This will make the video repeat itself continuously. This will have a powerful effect as you listen to the story evolve from English to Spanish repeatedly. With each iteration, your comprehension is reinforced. Both English and Spanish start blending in your brain. The constant switching between the two languages mimics the abilities of true bilinguals who easily fleet from one language to the other. At some point, you will find that you do not need, and you should stop, looking at the subtitles. Just listen. The goal is for you to completely understand spoken Spanish and start feeling the language. Once you've mastered a story, move on to the next one. You'll notice that each new story feels easier to understand, thanks to repeated vocabulary and grammar patterns from earlier stories. As you progress, your ability to follow spoken Spanish will grow stronger. Soon you'll find that you don't need to ask anyone to, please speak more slowly. Your ear will naturally adapt to the rhythm of fluent speech. By following this method, your listening skills will improve significantly as you progress. Your reading ability will grow as you follow along with the subtitles. Your vocabulary will expand naturally through repeated exposure, and your grammar will be absorbed effortlessly as you hear Spanish in context. Now you might be wondering, what about speaking and writing? Here's the good news. If you can hear it, you can say it. As your understanding improves, you'll naturally feel more confident speaking Spanish. The words and phrases you've heard will flow effortlessly when you're ready to try them out aloud. And writing, well, that will come too. Once you can understand how Spanish is spoken and structured, writing will feel much easier. Here are a few tips for success. Be patient with yourself. Learning a language is a process, not a race. Take your time with each story. Repeat stories as needed. Mastery is more important than speed. Go back to earlier stories anytime you need to reinforce what you've learned. Speak aloud. Try repeating Spanish words and phrases aloud to get comfortable with pronunciation. Have fun. Think of this as enjoying stories while learning a new language, not as studying. Let yourself enjoy the process. The LingoWeave method works because it builds on what you already know. By gradually blending Spanish into English stories, you're easing into a new language without feeling overwhelmed. Each story builds on the last, giving you the confidence to progress naturally. By the end, you'll have a strong foundation in Spanish, ready to tackle real-world conversations. Buena suerte y diviértete. Good luck and have fun.